Previously, battle with the Greek cities gave us a crushing victory. Our capital besieged by the Thracians, and the Brutii returned for vengeance. That Brutii force poses us a threat, so we're quick to take them to the battlefield. We've lined up opposite them, ready to engage. Their army is predominantly velites, so should be short work for our cavalry, though they have one squad of war dogs which have posed us problems before. They also have equites, one unit, on their left flank. We move up, and once within range our archers open fire, launching volleys of arrows onto the enemy hastati. After a while into this barrage, one unit of their velites starts to move forward. We'll take 3 units of our cavalry to cover off this unit in case it comes forward. However, the velites quickly change their minds when faced with a face full of arrows. Sick of the constant arrow fire, some of the Roman units charge forward. Their Samnite mercenaries aim for our cavalry, whilst their velites target our archers. We pull back our archers, but not quickly enough, and the velites are able to catch them and kill some of our men, but we're able to cover off the Samnite mercenaries with a squad of our phalanx pikemen. These 2 Brutii units are then quickly routing. We'll make sure that we chase down these routing units with our cavalry to get all the kills we can and to try and destroy the Brutii army. Once they're dealt with, it's time for us to move forward again. We'll lead the way with our peltas this time, as we can unload more of our ammo onto the enemy before having to fight them hand to hand. Our 2 peltas units are sent forward, and they unleash volleys of javelins onto the hastati. Once our peltas are out of ammo, the Roman velites then start to advance, looking to get their own skirmishing done. This, however, is our cue to attack, and we'll look to engage the Romans head on, pinning them in place with our infantry, our phalanx pikemen, and our hoplites, while circling around the sides and using our cavalry advantage to strike them in the rear. We should be able to take care of their general and their equites as we do this. We strike with cavalry from both sides, and our infantry continue to put pressure on the front. Our cavalry charges are quick and decisive. Soon the Roman army has turned tail and fled, and we're chasing them down to get the last kills. We achieve a clear victory, and the Roman army is all but annihilated. With that victory too, the road is clear to Thermon, battle with the Greek cities, and the potential capture of a new city for us. Before we can start on that adventure though, we need to lift the siege at Thessalonica, our capital, where the Thracians have cut off our town. The Thracians have a tricky army to deal with. Falxmen are very strong, and we have nothing that can really chase down the militia cavalry. To compound our issues, our army is split up, with some of our units coming from the city, some from our general, while our main force being led by the 3 hoplites that we've taken from Balazaura. When the battle begins, we can see that our army is split up all over the map, so our first goal should be to try and unite our troops. The Thracians have a strong position on the hill, and split their army in 2, one part seeing off our 3 hoplites along with the general's bodyguard and cavalry that have now come together, while the other part can see off the phalanx pikemen and squad of peasants coming from Thessalonica. The enemy militia cavalry proves as difficult as thought, and it takes away 2 of our cavalry units. We use our remaining one to try and circle around the side and attack one of the weaker looking Thracian units. Whilst that's all happening, the Thracian peltasts move in and start to unload their javelins onto our hoplites. We're able to engage and pin down their falxmen along with one of the squad of peltasts with our phalanx pikemen. The fighting is fierce, and even with rear charges from our cavalry, the Thracian infantry still won't break. Across the scattered battlefield, some of our weaker troops start to waver and their morale falters. Although we've dealt many casualties to the Thracian army, it seems that this battle might be one too many. Our soldiers are losing hope, and they turn tail and flee. We're able to land one final charge with our general, but to no avail. At this stage, the battle has gone from us, and even our general's bodyguard cannot win it. With all hope lost, our general turns and flees as well. Unable to lift the siege this turn, we'll turn our attention south again, and launch an attack against the Greek cities. At this point in time, they don't seem to want to fight, and withdraw from our engagement, leaving us free to besiege Thermon. We'll recruit some Thracian mercenaries to try and bolster our infantry, as that seems to be an area where we really struggled against the Thracians. Next we can end turn. During that end turn, the Scipii army camped by Apollonia finally attacks, and lays siege to the settlement. As our new turn dawns, it seems we've been let off the hook, as the Thracian army besieging Thessalonica has gone home. We'll take this opportunity to retrain all of our troops, sending our hoplites north to Bylazora for retraining and retraining our phalanx pikemen at Thessalonica. It also looks like the Greek army has returned to Thermon, giving us an opportunity to get a draw round rather than have to go through the pains of sieging a settlement. We'll lift the siege and attack.